Hello everyone, this is Mr. Wolf, and we are continuing to read Fred Korematsu Speaks Up, written by Laura Atkins and Stan Yogi, and illustrated by Yutaka Houlette. This is published by Hayday Books, and in the description below you can find a link of where you can purchase your own copy of Fred Korematsu Speaks Up. It's a book well worth owning, and authors, illustrators, and publishers well worth supporting. And we are on to Chapter 2, Pruning Roses. Fred's father and mother, Kakusaburo and Katsui, moved to the United States from faraway Japan in the early 1900s looking for new opportunities. They have 4 sons. Born in 1919, Fred comes third. His parents name him Toyosaburo. His first-grade teacher can't get her tongue around the Japanese sounds. "How would you like to be called Fred?" she asks. He takes to this new name, and it sticks. Everyone in Fred's family works hard at the flower nursery, which they own, paid for through hours and years of waking up early to prune roses and tend carnations. They sell their blossoms to local flower shops. Chores for Fred and his brothers keep them working all the time. Fred's oldest brother, Hai, is the favorite. Harry, the second, is smart. Baby brother Joe is cute. Fred doesn't fit. He wants to go his own way and dreams of a future that does not include the flower nursery. Fred's parents love Japan, country of their childhood. They take Fred and his brothers to the drafty auditorium of the Buddhist temple to see black and white movies about fierce samurai warriors fighting with long swords. They celebrate Boys' Day on May 5th of each year, flying colorful streamers in the shape of koi fish, one for each son. Fred's parents speak Japanese at home and want their boys to do the same. They bring in a tutor, but Japanese isn't Fred's language. He speaks English. What is Japan to him? So far away, a land he has never seen. Fred, he is an American. We have a picture of baby Fred and his mother. And once again, we have some primary sources and extra information about what we're learning about in that chapter. And I'm going to start with the definitions and move from there. So, Issei, the Japanese word for first generation, used to describe people who permanently moved from Japan to the United States. Nisei, the Japanese word for second generation, used to describe children born to the Issei in the United States. Culture, knowledge, beliefs, and behavior that people learn and pass on to future generations. Government, a system of rules that control a community of people. Government can also mean the people in charge of making those rules. Law, a rule that government makes. When Fred's parents arrived in California in the early 1900s, many Americans were angry that Japanese people were moving to the United States. They did not like that Japanese immigrants, known as the Issei, were different. They were not white. They spoke Japanese, not English. They ate rice, not potatoes. The children of the Issei, known as the Nisei, learned the Japanese customs and traditions of their parents. They also learned English and connected with American culture through movies, music, and sports. Issei parents were often upset when their Nisei children were not interested in Japanese culture, like Fred's parents were when he didn't want to learn Japanese. And we have a picture. Fred and his family in their flower nursery. From left to right, Fred's father, Kakusaburo, Fred's mother, Katsui, Fred's brothers, Joe, Harry, and Hai. In 1913, Fred's father bought 25 acres of land in Oakland for the family's home and nursery, just before California stopped allowing Japanese immigrants to own land. And as we move to the next picture, I'm going to let you know it includes a word I'm not comfortable saying out loud. It's important that they included this to show that these offensive and rude words were used and not ignore that history, but it's not something I'm personally comfortable saying. So, many white people, like this woman, wanted all Japanese, Issei and Nisei, out of their neighborhoods, out of their schools, and out of their country. The word used in this sign is a racist name for Japanese people. In 1924, government leaders changed the law and decided that no more Japanese could move to the United States. This painting by Japanese-American artist Henry Sugimoto shows a family feeling discouraged by a hateful sign. Many white farmers believed that the Issei were taking their jobs. In reality, Japanese immigrant farmers often took over unwanted abandoned property and transformed the land into productive farms. We have a timeline of Fred's family's history in the United States. So 1905, Fred's father moves to the United States. 1913, the state of California passes the Alien Land Law, making it illegal for Issei to own land. 1914, Fred's mother moves to the United States and marries Fred's father. 1919, January 30th, Fred is born. 1924, United States stops allowing Japanese immigrants into the country. And we have a question, which you are encouraged to answer in the comments. Have you or others in your family faced discrimination for coming from a different country? So thank you for reading Chapter 2 with me, and please do go to the link and purchase your own copy of this book to support our authors, illustrators, and publishers. Thank you so much.